Hey, it's Marley from the Energy Boutique with your energy forecast for December 2022. So on Saturday, December 3rd, we have Neptune going direct in Pisces energy. So Neptune rules over our soul self, our intuition, our dreams, our imagination, our fantasies, if you will, our creativity. It is everything that we connect to in the higher, I'm going to say, intellectual realms that are outside of our earth realm, that downloads us with an idea, with inspiration, with a vision, with a dream, in order for us to bring down into our earth bodies and actually figure out how it is that we are going to bring this energy to life. Now, Neptune is in its place of power in Pisces energy, a water sign, the ending sign of the zodiac, where it does rule over our soul self, healing, transforming, soul contracts, everything that is outside of basically science here on this physical earth plane. Now, Neptune has been retrograde for the past 5.5 months-ish. And when Neptune is retrograde, essentially the universe slaps the rose-colored glasses off of our face. We cannot run, we cannot hide. We have to deal with some very deep, very dark, very tough love spiritual lessons. This is about our spiritual evolvement. And of course, we do not evolve when we are happy-go-lucky in a state of happiness and bliss and comfort. The Pisces energy is here to bring things full circle, to prepare us for starting again. Of course, we get that start when we move into Aries energy, but Neptune is going to be in Pisces energy for quite a few years to come. It's very older planet, very low, slow moving planet. And now that Neptune is going direct, it actually won't clear its retrograde, post retrograde shadow until March of next year. Takes a very long time. Just for an example, we're going direct at 22 degrees. And on March 24th of 2023, Neptune will be at 25 degrees. That's how freaking low and slow these outer planets actually take to move throughout their energies throughout the zodiacs. So it is very low and slow. But with Neptune now going direct, first of all, we get to put the rose-colored glasses on again. Thank goodness. Now we got to start seeing the beauty in life instead of the ugliness. Now we start plucking out the positives and the silver linings to the darker parts of life and our experiences. Thank goodness. Now we get to realign, reconnect with our higher soul self, this new version of our soul selves, now that we've healed from some things, now that we have kind of raised our vibration and frequency to a new level of enlightenment and observation and awareness. We get to redefine what our dreams are, because of course we lost sight of our dreams, couldn't even care if we had any dreams with some of the struggles that we just went through for this past, 5-month chapter. Couldn't care less if we had dreams. We were literally just trying to survive in the moment. Well, now Neptune's going direct. We get to actually think about what it is that we want to create, what it is we want to manifest, what it is that we actually want to do. And of course, we figure that out because new levels of ideas, new levels of inspiration is going to start pouring into our crown again. This is a beautiful thing. This is where we become inspired again, especially from the outside world. A lot of the Neptune energy is very dominant in the artists and I'm going to say, creatives of the world, because they've received their, I'm going to say, vision from a higher realm of intelligence. And then they choose a medium on how it is that they're going to bring that particular message forward. And so, you get artists with, painters and modelists, and you get even interior designers are speaking a vision, right? They have a vision of a space. They bring it to life through art, through creativity. You get the songwriters, the musicians, they all are channeling a form of an idea, of an inspiration that they are tapping into the physical body and using a particular skill set in order to bring that particular vision, inspiration, idea to life. So this is a time where we become a lot more creative. This is a time where we are a little bit, I'm going to say, more confident with what it is that we're capable of, what it is that we're able to actually pursue in life, because we just endured a whole hell of a lot of tough love life lessons. And guess what? We are still standing, and we might not feel like we're strong. We might not feel like we can move forward, but we're doing it each and every single day, each and every single minute that you are choosing to stay here, trying to just move on, is a testament to your strength, to your resiliency. And now that we are kind of bossing up in our spiritual warriorism, if you will, we are ready to kind of move on in life. Now, with the rose-colored glasses back on, we tend to live in a little bit more of a fantasy realm, a little bit of a more imaginary realm. We would prefer to paint reality in a different set of colors than it actually is, because you know what? There's some very, very ugly parts of reality that we just survived, that we just don't want to deal with anymore. Now we're trying to paint a better picture out of that ugliness. This is going to be a time where there is new aha moments coming forth again after what we just went through. We're a different version of ourselves. We have a different awareness. We have a different observer type of mentality. Our connection to the divine, to our higher selves, is now stronger than ever. And with that, more trust, more faith gets restored, gets renewed, if you will. And we're just having a little bit more, I'm going to say, optimism. And especially where our dreams and our visions are concerned, like that's going to come back full force. They're going to be more positive. Many of us over this past 5.5 months have been just tormented with bad dreams, nightmares, horrible thoughts, horrible ideas. And that has a lot to do with the depths of the darkness that we have to kind of sit in when Neptune goes retrograde. But all that is over now. We get to have good dreams. We get to have good visions, good ideas. We get to see the good in other people. We get to align with like-minded people. We get to push the boundaries of our awareness. And again, the amount of inspiration that we are now seeing from the external realm is really beautiful, because again, we just sat in a period where everything was just so freaking ugly. So, you know, anytime that a planet is coming out of a retrograde and going direct, it means that the energy is no longer internalized. We actually get to use it out in the world once again. Now, let me just say that this may really kind of cluster F our ability to focus. And that should come as no surprise, seeing that Mercury, who rules over the mental plane, is in Sag energy right now, just scatterbrained as all F. Okay, I don't know anybody that's been able to focus. We will get a little bit of more focused energy coming when Mercury moves into Capricorn. But having Neptune kind of, go direct just creates this blanket of, I'm going to say, disillusionment. Like we're not all there. We don't really want to be present, right? And so that does have a major effect on our ability to focus. Again, having the Sag energy isn't really helping, but we're not really too keen on having to deal with the details of reality. We would be more than happy to just check out, disassociate, live in la la land altogether. What I will say, especially as we move through December, which seems to be a very social month due to the holiday season, is that Neptune, who tends to rule over, I'm going to say, addictions and numbing and escapism. Now that Neptune is going direct, please just be a little bit more aware of what it is that you're putting in your body, especially when alcohol and drugs are being consumed. It does tend to kind of hit us a little bit harder than what it is that we would expect from our normal consumption, if that's something that you're normally putting in your body. I would say that if you're awakened at this point and on this spiritual healing path and you're still putting alcohol, especially in your body, that is a big no-no. You're going to definitely suffer the ascension or descension symptoms, I should say, if you continue to put that poison in your body. But, to each their own. And, moving into December, which is typically speaking very festive, you're in a lot of very difficult social situations where even the most enlightened people seem a little bit peer pressured into doing things that they wouldn't normally do. And all I'm saying is whatever you choose to put in your body, especially when it comes to drugs and alcohol, pay a little bit more attention to your tolerance level, because it's likely going to be lower than it normally is. Even with prescription drugs, Okay. Well, even with prescription drugs, it seems to hit you a little bit harder than normal. Your tolerance for them may not be the same as it once was. And so we have to take a little bit of consideration that we are physically and energetically speaking going through a little bit of a recalibration, a realignment with our energies, with our organs. And because of that, Neptune definitely has a direct effect on our state of consciousness or unconsciousness, if you are choosing to put substances in there in order to debilitate your awareness and boundaries. So just be a little bit cautiously aware of that. Overall, I'd say let's bring the magic back. Let's bring this, sparkly level of fantasy back. Let's live in La La Land. It's been very painful to have to deal with reality over the last couple of months. And so anything that we can do in a healthy way to kind of, sweeten the deal a little bit, I say go for. We're in Sag season. We're dreaming big. We're on a fantasy land anyways. Let's enjoy it. We only have a couple of days really left before that Capricorn energy kicks in, and you best believe that we're about to get a jolt back to reality in a bitch slap kind of way when the Capricorn energy takes over. So let's dive into the depths of our soul to see what it is that we are being inspired to pursue from here.